Hey gamers, gonna be a little salty today. I've talked about Kickstarters, how I don't want to back Kickstarters, how I don't trust the publishers anymore, and I wanted to drop something else on you. This is harsh. This is a harsh one. I'll be honest. This is a little ugly, in fact. Are publishers ignorant, just constantly ignorant, or are they lying to us about the deadlines? Because in my experience, besides CMON, no one hits their deadline. Queen Games is probably the closest for me. They're always consistently 3 months late. That doesn't bother me. I'm talking about 6 months or more. A lot of every other Kickstarter, I'll say that, every other Kickstarter has been at least 6 months or more, sometimes years, late, past their deadline. And this happens all the time. It's not a once in a lifetime instance. It happens in just about every campaign now. How did they get it that way off? And I have a theory. First off, they could be very ignorant, right? Like, no, I don't believe in these. Once in a lifetime this happened. Or if they're a first publisher, say, we learned a lot of lessons here today. And then they make the same, or it's the same delays as last time. Now, sure, surprises happen and things go out of whack and it's not your fault and you can't do it. And I agree with that. But every time, it's way more uncommon to get your board game on time, on the delivered time, than it is to, and by the way, I'm not talking about these we're a second printing of this, because that's easier to get through the thing, because it's already been tested and everything. But just these new games, are they just way off and they're just totally ignorant that anything could happen? Or what I think, they're lying to us. Because would you back a game when they say, okay, we're going to get it to you in 2.5 years? Well, you mean I back it today and then I'll forget about it for 2.5 years? I don't want to do that. And so if they actually told the truth, and to be honest, they said 2.5 years and it came 1.5 years later, everyone wins, right? You didn't have that many delays. You don't have to worry about it. But I think on purpose, they know, oh man, I can't say that because then no one will back it. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Now watch, there's going to be a publisher come on here and just rip me a new one, and that's fine. But you cannot tell me that every time in the industry, there's always a reason for the delay. Always something that came out of left field. Okay, if it always happens every single time, then why don't you add the extra time on there? And then if it goes beyond that time. But I don't think they want to, because they know no one's going to back them. I think I would back them, to be honest, for me. I mean, even at 3 years from now, all right. Yeah, it sucks, but all right. But no consumer wants to hear that they're not getting their game for till 3 years later, when it's kind of old and kind of done with. Have you ever gotten those, the ones you were excited about, but the game was so dadgum delayed that when it came in, you really didn't care anymore? I've had 2 games like that. I was like, no, I even canceled my order on 2 of them. I was like, you know what, never mind, don't ship it to me. I've lost all interest in this game by then. And both of those were like 2-3 year delays, But let me know in the comments below. I really want to know this. All right, and I guess I'll see you next time with another video.